Hey, maybe we'll get a good thumbnail.
Oh, we might. I tried.
We tried to smile.
I tried to be still and look at the camera this time.
And we don't know.
Usually we're talking and then laughing.
Yes,
and giggling.
And then you never know what's going to show up.
Well, actually, things are kind of out of sync today.
They are, because it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Did you know I put Monday, so good to me. Denise will be singing with me.
Yes, I'm sure. Yeah,
that old song. Some of you know what I'm singing. Mm-hmm. You'll remember that. But some of you are like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
I think that's the Mamas and the Papas.
Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if who sang it.
Yeah.
That's who it is. Long time
Cass
ago. Elliot.
Yeah. Mama Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, my word.
That's years.
Boy, that just came out of the blue.
That's a long.
Where did all that come?
We're showing our age.
We are. Oh, my goodness.
That's okay.
Girls.
I got no problem with it.
So tomorrow, I can't be...
two places at once.
Yeah, and Grammy is gone tomorrow still.
And I will not do this by myself.
Right. I tried once.
It's hard.
It is hard. It's very hard. But I did it. But anyway.
So we're doing it Monday.
Yeah. So and you get us today.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
You get to start your week off with us.
What? Oh, my word. I don't even have words for that.
Hey, but we had a good lunch.
Oh, we did. Mm-hmm. It was good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're at the house.
We're at my house.
And we don't have to dress up, and we didn't have to make any decisions about where to go. Because
I did it.
False spring is over.
Yes.
And we have cold again.
Well, we're here because my garage door broke.
Yes.
And
they're supposed to come fix it.
Yeah, supposed to come fix it today. So we're using your phone. We usually use my phone, but my phone is here. So if it rings, I have to leave and answer it.
Yeah.
It means they're coming to fix it.
Yeah.
And the way things have been going, they'll probably come like in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And that'll leave you by yourself.
And that'll leave me by myself. Well, crumb. I could handle it, but maybe not either. I don't know. If there's a long pause, you know what's going on.
Jan.
Oh.
Look at you. Cudmore.
Ah, cool.
Happy Monday.
Yay.
She's coming up to visit in April.
Oh, yay.
For 2 weeks.
Yay. Oh,
I
yay.
I
like that. I like that. Yay. So last Friday, we had 907 Moms in person. And it was a good,
we had a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good meeting.
It was a lot of information about resources that are available for your marriage, whether it's struggling or whether it's good and you want to strengthen it even more. I'm a firm believer in that.
It was also a lot of information for couples that are seriously dating.
Yes.
Thinking about getting married, getting engaged. If you want more information about that, we have a contact info for you.
Yes.
Would you call it a premarital class?
It's called Merge, but it's
for anyone thinking about getting married.
Yeah, yeah. Or engaged couples, but they would like, before they get engaged, they would like.
It's a really, really good program.
Yes. And so there's several things that if you want to know more, please just
put it in the comments.
Yeah. Comments or private message 907 Moms, and we can get back with you. Then we also did a lot of other resources for complications in life.
Yeah.
That involve many different areas of life.
A lot of struggles.
And I just talked about our recovery ministry that we have at the church, but a lot of times I think people don't realize what is available. Or
where to go to get the help.
Yeah, and there is a lot available. And so it can be addictions, it can be divorce, it can be grief, it can be infertility, it can be, there's just a lot of areas that are covered that you would have never thought, and you go, oh, I think I might be interested in that, or I need some help. I just need a little bit of help, or I need a whole bunch of help. There's been times in my life where I've needed a whole gob of help, and it's...
Yes, I would agree.
Whoops, what's she saying about me? Anyway, just there is nothing wrong with asking for help.
I've been through the grief share classes.
Yeah.
Actually, I went through it twice.
Did you really? I did not know that.
I did.
I did not know that.
I did because
Yeah.
I thought I was losing my mind. Mm-hmm. And the first time I went through, it was very hard to concentrate on what was being said. But I did it to be with people that had been in my shoes.
Yeah.
And then I did it the second time, because I thought I was losing my mind. Mm-hmm. I just needed to hear. I was more of a place that I could hear what was being spoken.
Yeah.
And I needed to know that the things I was feeling, the thoughts I was having, was not uncommon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it helped me a lot.
Yeah. So, there's just, and grief can be
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming, and it can be
Consuming.
Yeah. It can be an actual death, but it also can be a loss of a job, a loss of
a dream.
Yeah, loss of many different things. A relationship, or I don't know, things.
This program, though, is specifically designed for loss of someone close to you.
Okay.
Generally a family member.
Okay.
But I will say, when you lose dreams or you lose relationships, you do go through grief.
Yes. Yeah. I have done that in my life. I have lost things, and it is not easy. Yeah. Anyway, so we digress. Anyway,
it was a good meeting, Friday.
It was good. There was a lot of information. So if you're struggling and you need some help in pointing you in right directions, private message 907 Moms, and we'll get you there. Okay? What else?
What's our next one? Next 907 Moms?
March the 8th.
March the 8th.
Yes.
At 10?
At 10 in room 100 at Mountain City Church in Anchorage, Alaska.
And we encourage you to park in the back.
Yes. We'll help you in.
Yes.
This time I didn't help anybody
We
in.
noticed that.
Yeah, I figured. I was in the room. I was as normal.
No comment. No comment.
Normal. Normal stuff. Yes.
So March the 14th.
Yes.
Is our next Chick Chat.
Yes.
Oh, listen, we had such a good time.
We did.
Last time. There was a good group of women that did not know each other.
Right.
And there was lots of laughter, lots of talking, and that's all we do, plus eat.
Plus eat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was a good time. It will be at the Ramen House again on Fireweed.
Yeah.
We will be there at 11.
Yes.
And we will stay till at least 1:30.
Yeah.
Or till the last person gets done eating.
Yeah.
And they do a really good job of accommodating us.
Yes, they do. And it is made fresh then. Mm-hmm. So it takes just a little bit longer, but you know what? We're talking and having a good time. It doesn't matter. Yes.
Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. They're so sweet. Mm-hmm. Sweet people.
You might have to park across the street, which would be
to the east.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that right or left?
Well, if you're facing the building, it's to your right, across the street.
You're right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And there's another. Is it a dental building or something? Over there?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you sound like me now. Something. It's businesses in there, and so you can park.
There was nobody there last time.
Yeah.
Nobody parked there, so you can park there.
Yeah. So.
Oh wait, there's one more thing.
Oh, one more thing. Yes.
We might have something to show you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, we might show them next week, though.
Yeah. We'll show them next week if we can get them. There's your phone. If when Grammy comes back, she's supposed to be bringing something with her, and we will demonstrate it and show it to you on next week. Next week on the 5th. Yes. So there's several things happening next week on the 5th. So we are going to talk about how we celebrated our answers to prayer. we talked about the Purim festival that in Esther, and they celebrated the answer to prayer, how the Lord answered their prayer about saving their the Jewish nation. And so we decided that we were going to do that too. So our answers to prayer. So we're going to share that with you next week. And then we are going to talk about the introduction to our next Bible study, which is Habakkuk on March the 5th. And we're only going to cover the introduction like we did the last time for Esther, just how to get you started and things to print off and kind of, looking for this and looking for that and timelines and talk about all of that. So that's what we're doing next Tuesday. And then we'll start the actual Bible study, week 1, day 1, day 2, day 3 of Habakkuk on March the 12th. Okay? So, I think that's kind of it. And she still has she's coming back. Maybe. For a few minutes. So, we talked to her.
Yeah.
Knowing us.
I've been waiting all day for this phone call.
Yes.
And we figured it would come while we were filming.
Yes.
And it did. And not only that, he's going to be here in 10 minutes.
Oh! So we got to hurry. Well, I don't know.
You may just have to finish it by yourself.
Oh, boy. That's always fun. I always like somebody to help prompt me when I get stuck, which I do. Anyway.
You get stuck? Do you talk about even if?
Yes.
Okay.
I told them we're going to do that. And our celebrating for our answered prayer, which in Esther is called the Purim Festival. Festival of Purim, or I can't remember, something like that.
And it, what caught our eye about it was to be done from generation to generation.
Yes.
We were not to forget
Right.
to that. And we do not want to forget to celebrate answered prayers.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want to always do that.
And I think we kind of talked about that today. It was like we have all this new stuff that we've been praying about, or something we've been praying about forever, it seems like. And we forget about what God has answered.
That's the reason journaling is so important.
Yeah.
And I used to be so good at that, but I am not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at journaling.
Yeah.
And I need to be much better because I forget.
I try to write the date in a journal and just say, maybe not lots and lots of words, but I know what a sentence or two, and then that's what, I know what that meant, milestones. But we get caught up in, we do 40-day of prayer, draw the circle every January, starting that, and sometimes more during the year, 40 days. And we get caught up with the things that burden us. And I don't stop and say, Lord, I've seen you answer this and this and this. I want to stand on those. Thank him for that.
Can I, something just came to my mind.
Yes.
Okay, we did not even discuss what I'm about to say.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I'm wondering if we could ask them, okay, we have this new thought, this new idea. I think it'd be okay if I just elaborate. Right?
Sure.
Sure. For years, I've always wanted to open a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we've all talked about it. We all kind of have the same idea. We want a place where women could come and feel safe, feel free to eat and talk and share and just be together, just like women like to do.
Yeah.
And offer something to eat and some coffee. And so we have this idea, and we have some options.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you all to help us pray about it.
Yeah.
Where to do this and how to do this. And we're going to have to do it with what we have at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so would y'all help us pray about that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Chick Chat is.
Yeah. That would be
Chick Chat.
That's where you would hear that name a lot.
Yeah. And and what we're going to, the next steps.
Yeah, the next step.
The next steps.
For right now, we're still going to meet at the ramen house.
Yes.
But we hope to be able to change that.
April or May, June, something like that. Yeah.
So go, and then we'll tell you. We'll have a big celebration.
Yeah. Big.
And tell you about
Big.
it.
Okay.
So we're back to our old friend.
Yes.
I've
I'm
missed it.
telling you, it has been, I think we talked about this last week too, but it has been so ingrained in my life for so many years to read my Bible through in 1 year. Now, that has not always happened in 1 year, depending on what I'm, like reading with it, and just to switch from that to this Bible study, to a Bible study that's deeper, has been very different for me. And I'm still not in that routine. So I started getting in the routine for the Bible study, and now we're not. We're off 2 weeks, and I'm floundering again. So
I think God's teaching us to be flexible.
Okay. I can be flexible, right?
I was so excited to get back to my old friend. I had missed it. Reading all my notes.
Yeah.
So we're in the book of Leviticus, which
Yes.
until last year we had never really enjoyed.
I know.
But last year we enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. Because we dug deeper and went to a commentary.
Yeah.
And that has made a world of difference. But that being said, it takes longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just allow more time. And
we're not going to talk about everything.
no,
We would
we
be here.
can't.
We would literally be here an hour.
Oh, yeah. And we can't do that. So,
But we're in Leviticus chapter 19, verses 1 through chapter 20, verse 21.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at some things in Enduring Word, the title for this particular chapter is It's a General Call to Holiness.
yes. Now, Enduring Word is a Bible app that, it's an app. And it's a commentary about every passage in the Bible. And we have fallen in love with it because the wording is a little easier to understand.
And it gives us more insight.
More insight, yes. And some verses they don't cover as detailed as we want, but that's okay. I just go somewhere else to another app.
Yeah, we have different. We have different commentaries too.
Yes.
That we look at.
But it's an app, and if you want to dig just a little deeper, there you go.
And it's easy.
Yes,
It's easy to navigate.
Enduring Word. Yeah.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was with Leviticus 19 was just, I know that you can read, but you may not have the Enduring Word app. I thought he did such a good job talking about holiness.
Yes.
Because Leviticus chapter 19, verse 1, verse 2, the end of it says, "You must be holy because I, the Lord your God, am holy." And sometimes, I'll say me, sometimes I have trouble understanding what that means.
Yeah.
But this is, oh wait, I might not be able to because he might be here. No, he's not. Sorry, guys. Sorry, girls.
Oh, something just rang.
Was that at my door?
I think it was.
Oh, goodness, girls. I
Yes.
might have to.
Somebody. Okay.
Wait a minute.
She will have to go.
I got to go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
You can read Enduring Word.
yeah, Enduring Word. And holy means separate, set apart. And you know what? One of the first things in Genesis, we are created in God's image. And so we need to be in his image. We are set apart to be like him. So we naturally need to separate ourselves from those things that are not like him and are not according to his truth. That's the first and foremost thing. It's like, oh my goodness, how do I be holy? I cannot be like God, but yet I'm created in his image. So, okay, that just blows me away to think about all of that. And so hopefully she will be able to come and read a little bit about that. but then it says also in verse 5, they were sacrificing to God, and talked about the sacrifices, and the priests had to eat the sacrifice within 1 or 2 days, and if they could not leave it till the third day. Why? Why can't they leave it to the third day? Well, like today, in today's world, we know that you can't leave meat out for very long before it spoils, and then we get sick, and big sick. And so, but also there's more than that. God doesn't want a stale fellowship with us. So if we left our fellowship for 3 days, forgot everything about God for 3 days or longer, what would happen to our relationship with God? And God considers our relationship with him sacred. So therefore, he wants us to take part in him every single day. Okay, so let's see. Lots of things about Leviticus chapter 19. A lot of do nots. It's just basic general things not to do that we should have common sense not to do. Don't spread gossip. Do not twist justice in legal matters. It's kind of like the 10 Commandments. Reiterating the 10 Commandments. Keep my Sabbath day of rest and show reverence toward my sanctuary. I am the Lord, he says. Don't practice fortune telling or witchcraft. Do not trim off the hair on your temples or trim your beards. Well, we don't have beards. But there's different things about that. Don't eat meat that has not been drained of its blood. Oh, my word. We know that now. But back then they didn't know. Okay, she's going to come back and talk about holy again.
Why am I? Oh, I figured you already did it.
Well, not like I want you to, because there was a lot there that I just barely covered holy.
Okay, I was just going to read what Enduring Word said, and it just covers what God is saying about him being holy and about us being holy, how we are, how that's related.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to read it. You shall be holy. The idea behind the word holy is separate. As it is applied to God, it describes God's apartness. It means that God is different than man and from all others. Different in his being and different in the greatness and majesty of his attributes. He has a righteousness unlike any other, a justice unlike any other, a purity unlike any other, and love, grace, and mercy unlike any other. Part of this idea is that God is not merely a superman. His being and character are divine, not human.
Yeah.
The divine is a different order of being than the human. Yeah. God is separate from man and from all creation. Yet because humans are made in the image of God, they can follow in his steps and also be holy. In this context, and it's talking about this specific scripture, Israel was to be different, separate from the nations and the peoples around them. Yeah. To be holy, now I'm just going to tell you, I think this applies to all of us. Yeah. If we are followers of Jesus Christ, to be holy means to be more like God. Our separation unto him and his truth, and naturally separating ourselves from those things that are not like him and not according to his truth. Yeah. We are to be a people created and governed by God, intended to represent him and the truth concerning him to other people. I just thought that was a really good explanation, a representation of how we are to live a holy life. We are to be part of this world, but we are to be separated from the world. Not part of the world, but
we are in the world.
In the world, but we are not part of it.
Yeah.
And to be holy is going to mean that we're going to have to say no
To things.
to some things.
Yes.
And maybe to some people.
Yep.
That are not living the way they should be.
Right. Right.
So,
yeah.
I don't have to go down there.
You don't have to go down there. Her door is ringing. Well, saying somebody's
took
here.
care of it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think it gets harder and harder as we have lived. The lines of what's holy and what's good, bad, keeps are being blurred.
Society has done that.
Society.
They try to blur the lines between what is right and wrong.
Yeah.
It's when we decide that this
God's
is going to be
truth.
our compass.
Yes.
This is going to determine what is right or wrong. Not us, not
Right.
me, not you.
Right.
But
What
God's word
what
is going to
God's word
decide
is.
what's
yeah.
right or wrong.
Yeah. And people want to say, well, I don't understand that. What does that mean? That's in Bible times. Still applies to today, you know? So there's just a lot there. And
Did you talk about Moloch?
no, I did not. I was getting ready to, I wasn't
That's
even
okay.
in 20 yet.
Oh, sorry.
But that's okay. Because I'm on
Well, to us,
yeah.
it's in chapter 20,
Yeah.
verses 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And I marvel that this even has to be said.
Yeah.
This is talking about they were sacrificing their children to their god Moloch.
Yeah.
And the very fact that God has to say, no, that's wrong, it just blows me away.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we would even consider to do something like that.
Yeah.
We would consider to kill our child.
Yeah.
I cannot
Yeah.
comprehend that.
Yeah.
And I read about this, what the sacrifice is like, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's just
It's horrible.
and I don't even want to go in that direction.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know,
It was horrible. Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway.
it's destroying a child.
Yeah. I think we're going to leave things right there.
Oh, let's leave it on a happier note.
Okay. Oh,
that's
yes.
heavy.
That is heavy. So we also read Psalm
Psalms.
42. And the first two verses. As a deer longs for streams of water, so I long for you, O God. I thirst for God, the living God. When can I go and stand before him? So there's a difference between thirst and hunger. Thirst is more intense.
You got to have it now.
Yeah, you can't live without water very long. Hunger you can live, without food for
Not be uncomfortable.
yes, but water you have to have a little more of, and there is a difference between hunger pains and thirst. Thirst is intense.
I want it right now.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty.
Yes. And so he's saying, he's asking and saying, do you thirst for God? Do you thirst for his word? Do you thirst for a relationship with him? Do you have that thirst in your life?
We hope you do.
Yeah.
We want you to have that.
Yeah. That's why we go in, tell you about these commentaries and see what we found out, and sometimes we're just blown away.
Yeah.
We are
It's
just
like,
blown
whoa,
away.
This is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good.
It's so good. So do you thirst? I want to thirst after God's word, after God, because I am created in his image. And so I want a relationship with him, and I want to foster that relationship. I want to become closer and closer with him all the time. So anyway.
That's a much better one to leave on.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, yes. It just, that got, yeah.
Well, Leviticus is really good, but it's really heavy.
It is,
sometimes.
because there's a lot of do nots.
Yeah, a lot of do nots.
But it's common sense. It's like, why does he need to tell us? How come he needs to spell it out word for word?
because
We're sometimes.
Well, we're also born sinners.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We have a sin nature. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So that's what we were talking about when we were talking about right and wrong.
Yeah.
This is our plumb line. The
Yeah.
Bible
The
explains
Bible.
to us what's
Yes.
right and what's wrong.
Yeah, that's our plumb line. You're right. That's a good word. I like that.
Okay.
Look it up if you don't understand what a plumb line is.
Yeah, because it's after
Yeah.
2. We talked a long time.
We talked a long time. That's
All
fun.
right. So next week we'll be back
Yeah.
on Tuesday. Grammy will be with us. And we
Yes.
hope to have something
To show.
adorable to show you.
Hope you get your Habakkuk workbooks
Yes.
in. Okay?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Have
Take
a great
care.
week, girls. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.